When I was growing up, I had big dreams. I wanted to be an actor, a director, a writer, a musician, a skateboarder, a TV host, a cook, a teacher. Happy. I wanted to do a lot of things. I wanted to be like a triple, quadruple, fucking sextuple threat. Where is this going? I would see all of my favorite actors start to try their hand at music and realize,
wow, they really should have stuck to acting.
Stinky!
Not everyone can do everything. I've come to the realization that I am a better writer than I am a musician. I can't play any instruments and I can't really sing all that well. So I stick to what I know, which is acting and writing and stuff like that. But there are some actors and celebrities out there who have way more confidence in themselves than I do. They'll start releasing music, unaware that they really shouldn't.
I'm a rocket man. Rocket man.
But sometimes you get actors, actresses, celebrities who release music and it's actually pretty damn good. And those are the ones I want to focus on today. Hello and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Trevor and I am eternally uncool. I make videos about music, music culture, and anything that interests me. But mostly music right now. So if that sounds like something you'd be into, then I highly recommend subscribing to the channel and watching the rest of this video. Celebrities making music isn't a new phenomenon. You can trace it as far back as entertainment itself. In the 60s, you had Richard Harris, the OG Albus Dumbledore, release a solo album.
The Clockwork Park is melting in the dark. All the sweet green ice is flowing down.
And in the 70s, you had Starsky and Hutch actor David Soul release some really corny-ass 70s soft rock.
Don't give up on us, baby. Don't make the wrong seem right.
And the 80s, of course, was just rife with actors trying to be musicians, musicians trying to be actors. It was the Wild West back in those days. And the 90s and 2000s weren't any different. Now it seems like we have TikTokers and YouTubers releasing a new cringe single every week. Look out for my new single next week. It's called Why the Fuck Am I Doing This? But I like to focus on the positives on this channel.
Most of the time.
A few years ago, I made a video about celebrity music projects that didn't suck. These were actors and stars who were truly passionate about the music they were making, and not just using it as another way to just expand their brand and get their faces and voices on and in everything. What I've done today is compiled 4 non-musician celebrities who actually make pretty decent music. Some are big-name actors, TV stars, former Nickelodeon kids. It's interesting, trust me. With all that being said, grab a drink, grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get into the video. Supernatural is probably one of the most beloved TV shows of all time.
Sammy! Sam! Sam!
And trust me, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. It's a great show. I recently just started watching it because it's my beautiful girlfriend's favorite show.
And yes, I have a girlfriend, and yes, she is real.
Dean Winchester is probably my favorite character in the entire show. He's the gruff older brother, somewhat closed off emotionally, but always there to protect his little brother Sammy.
Sam!
And Jensen Ackles is just perfect in this role. Some of you might know Jensen Ackles from his role in The Boys.
I don't have shell shock. Fuck you.
Or maybe even as the voice of Batman.
We haven't seen a trick-or-treater in years. We won't see one tonight. Hardly worth the security risk, wouldn't you say?
He's acted in a lot of stuff, but I think most of the viewing public probably don't know him for his country rock outfit, Radio Company.
The sounds of Sunday
Company was formed in Austin, Texas in 2018 by Ackles and Steve Carlson. They've been roommates in the past and collaborated musically over the years. But in 2018, they decided to start working on an album under the name Radio Company. The album was called Volume 1. It's a collection of country/rock songs that calls to mind artists like Kenny Wayne Shepherd. He sang that song Blue on Black, the dope song, check it out. Jensen Ackles is a surprisingly good vocalist. He has this kind of gruff baritone that's just perfect for this style of music. It's very emotive and even soaring at points, which really helps to elevate the southern rock instrumentals. Radio Company has released 3 studio albums and 1 live album so far. They've also had their music featured in episodes of Supernatural and the Jared Padalecki show, Walker. And you know, while I don't listen to a lot of country rock, I can say that Radio Company is a legitimately good band. If you're a big fan of Supernatural, then you probably already know about Jensen's singing talents. But if you weren't in the know and you're a fan of country rock, then I highly recommend checking out Radio Company. Do you guys like the Conjuring movies? I saw the first one the summer after I graduated high school, and I thought it was pretty good. But I never really got into the sequels all that much. I love supernatural horror stories and urban legends and ghost hunting, so all of those movies seem really up my alley, right?
I just couldn't get into them.
The cast of the first movie, though, was fucking awesome. You had a young Joey King, Lily Taylor, who's just awesome in everything. She's such an underrated actress. Patrick Wilson, and of course, Vera Farmiga as Lorraine Warren. Vera Farmiga is actually a very successful actress just in general, outside of the Conjuring movies. I mean, of course, the Conjuring movies are probably super good for her and her bank account, but she's been in everything from the Scorsese crime classic The Departed to the underrated slasher classic Orphan. But did you know that Vera Farmiga is also the front woman of a gothic metal band?
I bet you didn't.
The Yagas are a psychedelic metal band formed in October of 2024. The lineup consists of Farmiga, her husband Ren Hawkey, former synth player of the band Dead Sea, as well as musicians Jason Bauman, Mark Viscanet, and Mike Davis. They mix elements of psychedelic rock with heavy guitars and a little bit of spookiness and eeriness. If you enjoy heavy, dark music with a lot of ambience and atmosphere, then I highly recommend checking out the Yagas. They have an album called Midnight Minute that came out this year. Good shit. If you grew up in the 2000s and the 2010s like me, then you remember the bangers that were airing on Nickelodeon at this time. Nickelodeon! Drake and Josh, Zoe 101, Victorious, iCarly. I remember being on the ground floor for all of these shows. I don't remember the Pythagorean Theorem, but I vividly remember when Drake and Josh premiered. I also remember the premiere of iCarly. I even remember one of the promos they aired for it at the Kids' Choice Awards. Kids' Choice Awards used to be my shit back in the day. It was a big deal because it was supposed to be the next big Nickelodeon sitcom after Drake and Josh had ended, and a star vehicle for Miranda Cosgrove. And it was. Well, for a while. Eventually, the supporting characters and the side characters would take a lot of the spotlight away from Miranda and Carly. I mean, come on. Who could compete with Spencer, or Tebow, or Gibby? Noah Monk became a TV icon with the character of Gibby. He was one of the best parts of the later seasons of iCarly. He also managed to get another role in another classic sitcom when he became part of the Jenkintown Posse, the JTP on the Goldbergs. JTP! But after that, he kind of stepped away from traditional acting. He did a lot of work on YouTube under the name Sad World. He did a lot of weird and surreal sketches with a lot of cool lo-fi type of music behind it.
You ever looked in the mirror and thought, Christ, fuck, what is that foul, pale ghoul?
He also released music under the name Noxic. This.
Used to have my croak, used to have my feelings. Now I'm fucked up making beats, staring at my ceiling.
But what really made me want to put him on this list was his latest project, Noah Praise God. I'll be honest, when I was recommended the song Bleeds Through on YouTube, I didn't know that this was Noah Monk. Even when I saw his face in the video, it didn't really click with me.
What do you mean this is Gibby?
I just thought it was some random dude who made just good-ass music. It has more of a sad indie vibe to it. It kind of reminds me of an even more depressing James Blake. Or like a less guitar-driven McGee. There's a lot of lo-fi electronic elements mixed with Noah's sort of soft, mumbled vocals. It's super surprising and honestly, super good. Honestly, I don't care if you're into this style of music or not. I recommend everyone checking this project out. Because this is some really well done shit that proves that Noah Monk is more than just Gibby. When I got laid off from my job in March of 2020 after COVID-19 reared its ugly head, I spent a lot of time binging TV shows. And binge drinking. But mostly I watched TV. I said in my Plain White Tees video that I watched the entire first season of the show Greek. I watched a lot of American Dad, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Twin Peaks. But the show I remember most from that time was a workplace comedy called Superstore.
I think there might be something there, like between the two of us.
How? You just met.
She likes anime, okay? She made some jokes. I don't have a lot of boxes to check.
Superstore is just a fun comedy about a group of people working in this kind of like Walmart / Kmart type of place. They get into all kinds of mishaps, love triangles, hilarity ensues. My least favorite character in the show was Dina. She was this kind of over-the-top, bossy coworker who took her job way too seriously. I think the reason I hated her character so much was because it gave me, like, flashbacks to certain coworkers that I had in the past. It kind of, like, set off my fight or flight. But, props to Lauren Ash for playing a character so unlikable at times that I ended up liking her as an actress. Lauren Ash has kind of put acting on the back burner in recent years. Instead, she started to pursue a career in music, which isn't unusual, as we've already established. What is surprising, though, is her choice in genre. Usually when an actor or a celebrity goes for music, they go for, like, rap or indie rock or, just straight sort of radio pop. No, Lauren Ash chose to do pop punk.
I hope this finds you in pieces. Hope this finds you unwell. I hope this makes you unhappy. Hope this finds you in hell.
When I saw that Lauren Ash, known for playing the character of Dina on Superstore, was releasing music, I did not expect a pop punk song. call it a pleasant surprise. I was also surprised at how much I liked it. Pop punk is filled with artists who kind of hop on the trend and use it to sort of go into other genres. But Lauren Ash seems to have a genuine love for pop punk and sort of emo music, citing influences like Blink-182 and No Doubt. Her music is kind of like a mix of 90s era Liz Phair meets Avril Lavigne meets Olivia Rodrigo. It veers more into the poppy side of pop punk, I'll admit, but that's not necessarily a bad thing in my opinion. The songs are fun, catchy, and more relatable to a more mature audience than your typical pop punk fan. If you enjoy pop punk, and I'm sure most of you do since you're watching this channel, then I highly recommend checking out some of Lauren Ash's music. You won't be disappointed. Did you know about these actors' music projects? What are some other good celebrity music projects that you would recommend? Let me know in the comments. That's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then I highly recommend smashing that like button and sharing this video with everyone you know. I'm a small, independent content creator who does everything on his own. And I'm really trying to grow this channel, so every like, every comment, every share, any interaction with this video at all really helps me out a lot. I'm also trying to grow my Instagram, so if you want to follow me there, you can. But with all that being said, thank you for watching. As always, I'm Trevor. Stay uncool. And that's the end of the video. Goodbye.